fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Carolina Panthers. So happy to be with you, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, and we thought it would never get here, but here we are back together. It's opening weekend of the 100th season in the NFL.
So much football to talk about. That's our main focus. But how about how much happened in the offseason? Rules changes. Overtime rules were discussed in a big way. Some superstars changed addresses. There's a whole lot to talk about in the NFL in addition to this game we're getting ready to watch.
Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the third quarterback taken back in April's draft, Dwayne Haskins out of Ohio State. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Gonna be an all-day offense.
This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And here now the offense for Carolina.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason, and we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The starters on defense here for Los Angeles.
And Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees, one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Rams under 3rd-year head coach Sean McVay. And how about this, leading him onto the field, Cam Newton as the visitor here in Charlotte, where understandably he's still well-liked.
He should be. Helped take them to a Super Bowl after the 2015 season. He was the NFL MVP that year. Maybe the best player in the game. I mean, you know, when you look at everything that he can do, how do you game plan against him? He can run it, he can throw it, and even when...
1, 2, 3. Why'd you do that to your hair? Why'd you do that to your hair, Mommy? Your hair was supposed to be green. I thought you liked your hair green.
If you'd have been there to give your speech,
Not gonna make your hair green.
then it would have never happened.
Green? Green's your favorite color.
Again, things were coming in on such short notice.
Grandma's coming to see me. Grandma.
I need to be be the face of the Queen's
Grandma.
Child Project.
Grandma.
You gotta do your math now.
Man.
Business too.
Two.
I have a hard time believing that
I
James
always
is
do
gonna step
math.
aside and let me take over.
Grandma.
Even as we
Come.
listen to this thing.
Two.
We both know that James can be stubborn when he sets his mind.
Grandma and grandma and
And
grandma.
I'm afraid
Come.
and it's not an issue of taking over. You merely be the face of the organization. Get off the block, show redemption. People
Yeah, my
will
balls
use
are
it
in here.
to check.
It's happy.
And if our dear brother James truly cares about making this memorial to his daughter a reality, you'll understand. I'm sure you're understood
Fluffy
this.
bear, fluffy bird. Fluffy ball.
Which number is bigger?
Don't you want friends in high places?
So you gotta draw a circle around it.
And then
You
go
got
my
friends, thank you.
With
Mr. Coleman.
nothing better than
No, we're gonna do the next one. That one's the next one. Which number is bigger? Alright, now circle. Put the circle in. Now, how many circles are
All
gonna
he
put in the
cares about is building the Queen's Child Project for real. Like
box?
that's
Alright,
what
how many gonna put on the bottom?
to him it
How
will
many gonna put
come.
down there?
He's helping.
Alright,
It's like me.
now, nope.
It's like you. He's
Yeah,
nothing
put
like
yeah, put
me.
an X on it.
You know it hasn't
No.
worked since
Alright, now, which one,
since
which
Angie.
is that? They're the same?
But then
Or
we figured out
which one is bigger?
partners if nothing else. Mom, I
Yeah,
stood by
same.
him when he was arrested.
Circle
By
both of
him
them.
when he got out. But when now that Reem is gone, I think I
draw
need to
circles
think
on
about
the box.
myself. It's everybody hard.
one,
Same thing on the bottom.
James is not himself. This isn't the man that I met. The man I know.
Count 'em.
one,
I
two,
used to think
three,
he could
four.
afford
One,
anything.
two, three,
That
four.
the life would never catch up to us, but now I know I was wrong.
I got like 16, only 6. 16.
You can't never go back and start over. I want to try.
Six circles, I say.
Someone else.
5 equals 6. Makes 10. 10, 11,
This is
12,
no
13,
else.
14, 15, 80, 90,
Brag, but
70,
these are the
80,
best pancakes
100.
Which one is bigger?
Not too much syrup. Whoa. Oh, it walks by day. It's just almost human. Its powers have grown strong.
Cute.
I see you're still on the list downstairs.
Mom, you look
Draw
beautiful.
X on it.
Okay, what brings you by?
Calm down, Joey. I'm not here to start anything.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I
You don't
came
go
over
draw
because I
none
want
on
to
that.
make amends for all the hurt I've caused you.
You ain't gotta put a circle around that. All you have to do is put an X,
She was
Javon.
sick in the past, but she's all better now. No, I mean it. I'm clean. 30 days. I'm going to start studying for the bar exam again. This is for you, baby.
No, how many gonna put down there?
Put it with the others. That's a promise, honey. It won't be like it was before. And soon you'll be living with me again, too. I'll get you a custody bag. Won't that be fun?
This is where lunch go upstairs.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Bye.
Listen to me. I will never let you have joy company. And as heroic as 30 days sober is, you can't barge in here and say things like that to her. You still have a long way to go.
I'm sorry, aren't you the one who's about to get disbarred on ethics? What? Did another witness not show up to the bar hearing?
It's never gonna happen. Okay? And don't worry about
So
me.
what number is
I'm
bigger
never
than
gonna
this?
let anything or anybody
So what
threaten
number
my
is bigger
career again or keep me from being
What
that
number is
good
bigger than
father.
this?
You
5.
always find someone to
what
clean it
problem?
up for you, don't you?
Tell me to say goodbye.
Down in a curve.
Alright, now draw 5 circles.
Jason. I'm gonna get that thing done
The
soon.
numbers are less than this.
Yeah.
1.
I just need a little time. Hello? You there?
2.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
You fucking prick.
2.
You need some help?
No, I just got this thing I gotta do. Another party I gotta throw.
You want me the guys to help out? Do it right this time?
0, 1, 2.
Who's the party for? No, I got this.
Oh, that's easy to do.
I'm all good.
Yeah?
Thanks.
That's my home for today. Yay.
All you gotta do is your book in the bag. You know you ready to do that, we can do that. We'll do that later.
You don't know who this is? This is Arturo Madaleno, the new head of the Toros Loco.
What's up, baby?
Congratulations, man.
We about to go.
Tell everybody how you're going down the river.
Don?
At least that's what I witnessed this day.
And since you did this in furtherance of drug trafficking, we can charge you under the Kingpin statute.
Try and tackle
He's a
him.
beast.
Good luck getting him on the ground. He's got it all.
On first down, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And quickly now, here's a look at the Rams offense.
Obviously a tough test for this offense right out of the gate. Road game in game 1 of the new year. Conventional wisdom says, go slow, take care of the football. I think in this case, attack early and get the home team back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Throwing is Newton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A run by Mack to start the drive. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. These two teams squaring off here in week 1. You might remember they used to be in that old NFC West division together from 1995 to 2001. The Falcons, Saints, and 49ers were also in there with the Rams and Panthers. And the Panthers recently, they've dominated this series. They've won 6 of the last 7 against the Rams.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Caught by Jones. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Mixon with a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Newton complete to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Great.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. 3rd and long, it's Newton. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Chad Williams, 27 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. throw now. After the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
11 yards and a Panther first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Open man is born. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A quick throw there out to Jeffrey. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They go play action with Haskins. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now Haskins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now it's Haskins to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Newton. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Carolina getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin. And it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Newton to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Newton. And he finds McLaurin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
We got three, folks. We got three.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Dawson tacks on the point after, and the lead is now 10-7. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Time for our players spotlight, and it focuses in here on Cam Newton. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker? You know, shorter drops? Maybe they do something different with their pass blocking and their protection schemes. Maybe you meet them on the line of scrimmage instead of retreating to try and protect your quarterback. They've got to figure something out, though, because you cannot let your guy get hit that much, not if you intend to win.
I know they'd like to erase that video and those 4 sacks that they've seen so far. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. Looking to throw again on second down. Newton. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Newton now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. Now Newton. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing again is Newton. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Right there, 56. Check.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw, Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
Yeah, at the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get it started in Philadelphia. The defending champs hosting Washington in an NFC East matchup. And as they approach halftime, it's the Redskins who have the lead in that one. Emmanuel Sanders, a touchdown reception. From there, we head up to MetLife Stadium to check on the Jets. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. 2 touchdown passes there for Lamar Jackson. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. A touchdown on the ground there for Latavius Murray. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's what I'm talking about.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Ready? Ready? Come on.
They'll run on first down. Mixon, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, it's Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Here's Newton. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Haskins. He finds McCoy. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's going to go down again. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. There was the pressure you were talking about, force the incompletion.
And it doesn't always have to end in a sack, does it? Sometimes you can make a good play by forcing the incompletion with the pressure.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Finds a seam inside the 40. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw,
Can we call on Ed and see how long it's taken her? I think she's first gonna get the clay and then come. Clay.
put your shoes on your feet.
Are you sure, Beasley? I can't stand by that.
No, can you stop?
From the school.
Yeah, they told me that I need to bring them the fucking.
At least.
Yeah. My phone is dead. You're not getting it. No. Fuck. Not getting no phone from me. Go play your fucking game. Go watch your television. Oh yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you, man. Go ahead, I don't care.
That's what's up.
Well, you got 3 more absences from what? From the fucking
From the after
after
school.
school shit? Are they serious? These motherfuckers is not serious.
Yes, they is. Your baby missed 3 days of after school, babe.
If they don't stop sending me stupid shit, man. This is for Javon. Film math night.
Ain't it in
It's
there?
over there. Go get it. I don't care anymore. So now I gotta come just so y'all can give pizza parties or ice cream parties or dress down day.
So now I gotta come.
Oh gosh. I bet you this one was the same thing. Oh.
Same shit. Same shit.
Hey, Papa.
I seen this one from school. Then November 8th passed.
Yeah, these niggas, they knew they wasn't supposed to do that. Now they trying to get me. Niggas is crazy. All them niggas don't do my shit.
What's that?
The shit for me to do, for me to get unemployment. could have laid there, baby.
His hands will hurt later, not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Nixon will try the right side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's caught. Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a 1st down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Newton now to throw. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
We play to win. Let's go.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
56, the mark, boy, 56. Check it.
Again, Newton. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out of the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins to throw, and that's complete to Jeffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 33. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This one into the hands of Burton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Geno Atkins. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. After the sack on 1st down, Haskins. Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. This for his running back, McCoy. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Dawson's kick is up and through. And that will cut this lead. Back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, here's Newton. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action, Newton. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Newton to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and room there to work it inside the 25. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Newton now to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Haskins. He's got Burton here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, it's McCoy. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's McCoy. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 38. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Cam Newton and his offense down by a field goal, a little under a minute to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Complete to Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Now it's Newton. Jones has it. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. But now it's 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take possession 2 yards.